welcome to the show. How are you all doing tonight? Woo! Alright, it's so wonderful to see you all here, and obviously I don't mean see literally because I can't see any of you. But I can hear you like a bat. Who here has played Dungeons and Dragons before? Make some noise.
All right. Is there anyone here who has never played Dungeons and Dragons before? Yes! Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't know what Dungeons and Dragons is? Me. Okay. Thank you so much for just taking a risk and coming along. Do you know what comedians are? Okay, good. We're 50% of the way there. Here's what's going to happen. I am going to describe a fantasy world. The comedians are going to come out and they are going to play some characters that they've created. They'll describe what they want to do in this world, and to resolve any things that we're not sure about, then we're going to roll one of these 20-sided dice, and generally a higher number is better. And that's really all there is to D&D. So I think we should actually just kind of get straight into it. I think it's time to meet our adventurers. So I'm going to introduce them. They're going to come out. You're going to go crazy wild with applause. So first of all, please welcome, returning to Dungeons and Comedians, it's Abby Howells! Welcome along. You're going to be playing
Hank Fresh, Cowboy Sorcerer.
Awesome! So excited to have you. Do you have a character sheet?
Yeah.
All right.
It's mighty powerful on here.
Next up, making his Dungeons and Comedians debut. Yes. All the way from Palmerston North, please welcome Ryan Knighton! This shield demands an explanation, but I think we'll hold off on it. We'll just hold off on it for a little bit. But just tell us, who are you going to be playing tonight, Ryan?
I will be playing Kurtz, Guitarr, half-orc, paladin.
All right, very nice. Next up, please welcome to the stage, Emma Cusdin!
Excuse me. Excuse me. You've changed the layout, Brendon.
Yeah, first, I thought you would prefer the no longer having really high stools.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Who will you be playing tonight?
Creek. That end.
Irma is firmly sticking with her determination to never read her character sheets. We have one more adventurer. Please welcome, as she slowly makes her way to the stage, Kathleen Bird! Welcome along, Kathleen. Who will you be playing tonight?
I'm Irma the Mermaid.
Wonderful. All right, we have our four adventurers. Of course, we also have a few other people who are helping with the show. So first of all, taking care of all of the technical requirements. A big round of applause at the back of the room for Will and Michael. And behind us here is a screen. On that screen will be appearing some drawings. And causing those drawings to appear will be Andrew Kepple. All right, are we ready to start our adventure?
Do you have a pencil for me, Brendon? And also for Ryan. And
Thank you.
Warlock. Good.
Now I can pretend to write things down. After I pretend to listen.
This is the first time that our three returning characters. It's been a few episodes since we've seen your characters. You, I'm sure, remember very well what happened to you in the previous adventure. Each of you were living your own separate lives in your own separate parts of the world when suddenly, in a flash of light, you were transported to a strange and unfamiliar land.
Oh.
On this map up here,
Oh.
we can see you started off on the plains of Frost and Flame, where you settled a long-running dispute between two families and managed to, create love.
Sounds like us.
But you heard that there was a mysterious Lord Everblessed, who had the power to return you to your homes.
Yes.
And so you travelled through the mountains to a town called Mossport. From there, you caught a train, the Frostbend Limited, while your fellow adventurers took the Frostbend Express and had to solve a murder on the way. You had a much easier journey.
Good.
As far as I'm aware, no murders.
Good.
But what I would like to know is, it was a several days journey on this train. What did you do on the train to kind of fill in the time? Irma.
I found the carriage of the train that's like the buffet, the buffet cart, and I found like the really big, like the crayfish tank, where they take the little animals and they cook them alive, and I just like jumped in there and sort of communed with them, and every time someone would try and reach in and grab one, then I would whack them. No. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, just communing with crayfish.
All right, excellent, thank you. Hank.
Well, the train presented a little bit of a problem for me, as I have a horse. So I spent my time on top of the train on my trusty steed, Buddy Fresh. And it was challenging, especially during the tunnels. But we only grew stronger as man and horse.
I'd like you to make an animal handling roll to see how strong you did grow as man and horse.
That's 13.
13.
Yeah.
Yes. There were a few close calls with the tunnels.
Oh yeah.
But yes, you feel like the two of you, through overcoming this challenge, are more in sync.
Yeah.
You understand each other's movements more.
He told me some secrets, and I told him some as well.
What kind of secrets does your horse have?
His secret... What kind of friend would I be if I shared it?
Almost got you there. Okay, I'm going to have to give you a point of inspiration for that. You'll be able to use that later to re-roll the dice.
These have gotten fancier.
I felt like after we upgraded our table, our inspiration had to upgrade as well.
All right, my play will not.
Here.
Ryan, we're going to meet your character in just a moment. So let's cut across now to Creek. What were you doing on the train?
When I was on the train, I'm so pleased I locked down this accent. When I was on the train, Sultan told me to stay awake for the whole trip and beat myself.
Now, to be clear, Sultan is the slug that you carry around in a jar.
Yes?
Okay.
I thought the tap was enough. Sorry. Yes?
So you stayed awake the entire trip?
Yes.
I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't see any problem with that. 6. This is going to be a good journey.
You are exhausted.
Oh,
So,
whoopsie.
so you're going to have to try and find a way to get some R&R at some point during this adventure.
Sleep. For creek. I'm going to write that in here.
So the Frostbend Limited arrives at its terminus station. On Bronzewall it's a fancy place. And they don't like things like noisy trains kind of disrupting their vibe.
Well,
So-
why have they got train tracks going through it? That makes no sense.
Well, they don't.
Oh,
So
well, pardon me.
the train has to stop about an hour's journey outside of Bronzewall.
Oh gosh.
And you have to walk the rest of the way so that the residents. Sorry, did I say an hour's journey? I guess I meant in your case 10 hours journey, unless you have a different way of transporting yourself.
Well, milady, may I offer you my best friend instead, Buddy Fresh?
Thank you. I do prefer my fish rather to my lady.
I'm so sorry. I am dreadfully sorry.
That's all right. You are unaccustomed to my ways, and I will forgive you that.
Will you take this small piece of rope as an apology?
I will accept the olive branch of your rope.
That's the hanging noose from a very bad man.
Is that like a nice custom where you're from?
I bought that for a lot of money.
I also do like money, so I guess we're good here. So what, am I going to just sort of flop on the back of your...
If you don't mind.
I don't...
I'll pick you up. I'll pick up Irma and put her on the back of Buddy Fresh. And then lead the horse.
Am I face down? Or am I like doing a back bend?
Or you could do side saddle if you wanted.
Oh yeah, no, that makes a lot of
So
sense. Okay, we'll do your one.
you make your way towards Bronzewall. You can see it's an overcast day. It's starting to drizzle with rain. So there is only a dim reflection from the enormous bronze walls of this city. I figure that's where it got its name
I see what they
from.
did there.
Outside of the walls, it seems that a town has built up around that kind of outside of the walls. This region, you discover, is known as the Slaughters. It's because it's where the slaughterhouse is located, and because of the smells associated with it, it wasn't allowed to be built inside the walls, and so that and some surrounding buildings have set up outside the walls.
Yeah.
As you get closer to the town, as you're making your way through the Slaughters, you see there's a long line of wagons. Seems people, merchants and things, trying to get inside the city, but the gate is closed, the drawbridge is pulled up over the moat, and it seems that no one can get in. As you arrive at this point, you see a half-orc paladin carrying a shield, who has also just arrived in town, and is also trying to get into through the gate and into the city.
Howdy.
Oh, well met, friends. Oh, it's very impressive. Not many people around here can ride side saddle.
Thank you, sir. So, trying to get into?
Yeah.
What is your business here?
Well, if we're going to be honest straight off the bat, I'm a deadbeat dad trying to make some money.
Wow. Have you ever heard the term oversharer?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
Look, sir, I appreciate your honesty, and while we're both being honest, I am bleeding.
What?
I scratched an itchy bite too hard, and it's in an embarrassing place for me. My wrist, because it covers up my tattoo. So, it's all about friendship. It's
Is this your first time making friends?
Irma, I think I really screwed the picture.
I agree.
Oh, no. He's never going to want to be my friend.
No, he's really desperate. He'll be fine.
Quick, Creek, save this.
Hello. I would walk 500 miles and I would watch. Everyone likes that song.
So we're
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I'm used to dealing with itchy bites from my kids, and I'll
Your kids give you itchy bites.
Are your kids mosquitoes?
No, I mean I'm used to healing their itchy bites they get from the mosquitoes. I'm sorry, I've misspoke. And I did it again.
I noticed that.
I think you're going to fit into this game very, very well.
Something about your vibe reminds me of our vibe.
Kurtz, so let's maybe just hear now a little bit about what has brought you to Bronzeville.
Well, I've come here because my kids want to be wizards. And so I'm trying to earn enough money so they can go to wizard school.
Why do they want to be wizards?
They want to be wizards because my wife, now ex-wife, has remarried Mortimer the Great, a powerful wizard, and they idolize him, and for good reason.
Why did you leave your kids in the first place?
Well, I got the itch for adventuring, and
The only itch you couldn't heal.
and the ravens I sent home got fewer and fewer, and my kids sent me drawings. I put them on the inside of my shield to remind me of better times.
That'd be great if you die as well.
What?
No, I'm just thinking, because when you die in battle, it's usually like, oh, why this place? But, if you have the nice image, you can be like, well, at least I'm going out, with the image that I love.
I too am always thinking about how best to die.
What do you think's the best way to die, Creek?
In Sultan's name. Thank you, Sultan. I'm cool, but not cool about your kids.
How many kids do you have?
I got two, Tommy and Sylvie.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
cute.
I sorry if this feels like an interrogation, but how do you make your money?
Well, mercenary work. I just do whatever job comes my way. So if you're paying, I'll hang out.
We're broke as.
So you've made your way now to the front of the queue, right by the moat and the drawbridge. You're standing next to a very elaborate armoured carriage, and the like a little like chute
Curtain?
sliding thing opens.
Oh,
Like a little-
yeah, like a little peephole.
But it's a slide.
It's a
sliding-
It's got
slide.
a little handle and you go zzz. But that sounded like a zip. But not that, but this.
It's like wood
I get
sliding
it.
on wood.
Yes.
Yeah. You go.
This is the crucial detail. So someone slides across.
I picture it'd be like,
No, because that's what like a metal thing would do. But this is wood
oh,
on
it's
wood.
wood.
Like that. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
it.
further away again. Maybe we were closer with the zip. Please continue, Brendon.
The side of the carriage like rolls up like.
It's getting better.
You see, sitting in the carriage is a tiefling. He's kind of got red skin and horns.
A what?
Tiefling.
Got red skin and horns.
Tiefling.
Yeah, a tiefling.
Okay.
He's richly dressed, clearly a merchant.
Nice one. I say nice one. Hey, looking cool. Like your duds.
Well, thank you. Could you go and see why this gate isn't open? I've been waiting here for hours.
Oh, I feel the same.
Wow, you code switch like that.
At that point, over the other side of the moat, a window opens in the drawbridge.
What noise does it make?
Like,
Yes?
And a long, like, giraffe head and neck pokes out the window so that it reaches across the moat.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And looks at all of you and says,
I'm Harold.
And then a torso emerges with lit up body parts. Yes?
so, this giraffe man, he looks at you all and says, the gate is closed and no one may enter
Why?
because there is a killer on the loose.
Oh.
I can't risk letting a killer into the city.
What if the killer is in the city? Don't you want to risk him leaving?
Yeah, you just wrapping them all in.
Based on the fact that all the deaths are happening out there in the slaughters,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
that's why the drawbridge is up and no one may come in.
Was that a chicken or the egg kind of thing? Was it called the slaughters and then slaughters started happening there? Or was there always slaughters there and thus
Yes.
it became slaughters?
Well, it's interesting. If you refer to your guidebook, you'll see that the slaughters gets its name from the slaughterhouse that was built on the outskirts of Bronzewall because no one wanted the smell inside the walls.
What do they slaughter there, legally? Tell me about the legal. Is it
Like
sheep or whatever?
cows, sheep,
Okay.
chickens.
Okay. All right.
Anything else? Say it. Say that you slaughter fish.
It's okay. I can handle it. It's okay.
No, they don't slaughter fish.
You don't slaughter fish here.
I mean, they catch fish,
And
But
what
they
do they do with them?
eat them, but,
Yeah, but that's a
there's not
slaughter.
a slaughter process required. They do kill horses. Anyway. Anyway, we're shutting up shop. No one may come in. Goodbye.
Wait,
goodbye,
wait.
goodbye.
Oh,
What?
but we're not just anybody. We're important.
Yeah, have you ever heard of master detectives?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's
We're spies.
we're spies and detectives.
Oh yeah.
We came here specifically to help you out with this murder situation.
Yeah, we were just
Yeah.
testing you. We already knew about the
Yeah.
murder.
Yeah, I already know all about slaughters.
Oh, so we're one of those lion groups.
On a need to lie basis.
Okay, I think it's time for a deception roll.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Creek.
All of us is just me. Good.
Yeah, you can be creepy.
Yeah, that's the right choice.
Go Creek.
What the hell? Deception. Oh yeah, that's a +5 for me. Yeah, and I rolled 17, so fuck it.
Well, this is wonderful.
I know, right?
You're the perfect people to solve this murder.
Yes.
And once the murder's solved, I can open the gate again.
Business as usual.
Business as usual can resume.
Yes.
And would we be able to see Lord Everblast? Was that his name?
What?
Everblast, his name.
ever.
Will you take us to your leader?
Yeah, good.
Oh, I'm sure I'd want to meet the people who solved the murder of George the Biter.
George the Biter, yes, we knew that, yeah.
And in fact, you see on like some lampposts and things, there are some wanted posters. But instead of a picture, there's just like a shadowy outline.
Oh, like when you're on Facebook, but you haven't put a photo up yet. Like that?
Exactly like that.
Yeah, okay.
No defining features at all?
None.
Ooh.
Well, what did he say? Says the tiefling inside the carriage.
We can go in, but we didn't ask about you. Sorry, sir.
I couldn't help it. I admit now I was listening in, and you weren't allowed in either. You just agreed to solve a murder out here.
Outside. We're going to solve the murder outside, and then we go in.
I'm sorry, fancy man. Congratulations on all the money, but we've got a murder to solve.
Thank you. I earned some of it. Anyway, the name's Groat.
What?
The name's Groat.
I'm sorry.
That's how you spell it?
That's how I'm spelling it.
Just reads like grot to me.
If you can solve this crime and get this gate open, I'll be happy to add something to the reward that you earn.
Like what?
Oh.
Well, I am a purveyor of magical items.
Ooh.
I just need to get inside Bronzewall. I've got a whole shipment to deliver.
Of what?
Magical items.
Yeah, right, okay.
That bastard Derek got in a day before they shut the gates.
Oh, I hate it.
He'll be making a killing in there.
Oh,
I'm getting murdered out here.
Wait, hold on a second. Gang meeting.
Yes? Okay.
No, you get out. Scott, you are not part of
Okay, the giraffe head comes in.
Okay. Do you think this guy's the murderer?
Yeah, I was thinking we should just ask him.
Yeah. You think we should
We could
interrogate him?
try asking him, but I mean, he'll probably lie if he is, you know.
Yeah, I suppose.
But you could give it a go.
He definitely would definitely lie.
Okay.
What was your name, Giraffe Man?
His name is Captain Ossicone.
Captain Ossicone.
Captain.
That will be all. Thank you, Captain Ossicone.
Okay. And his head retracts into the gate. And then the window shuts.
Also something. That's fine. Hey, you know what's fun? Killing people. Isn't it? Don't you think, guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
we're
nobody's
always saying
listening,
it.
so let's just have a real honest conversation about our feelings.
That's what we do in this group.
Ah.
All of us, pardon me. All of us share secrets. All of us have been sharing secrets. We heard a little secret from our friend here.
Yeah.
Shared a secret. Why don't you tell us a secret and then you can be in the best friends
Yeah,
gang.
that's it. That's it.
Hank, I want you to make a persuasion roll.
20! Oh no, it was a 20.
I saw it.
Yeah. Yes. Share a secret, Scrooge.
Tell us.
Tell us.
All right, lean in.
Okay.
Groat's not my real name. I just do that. I just changed it to that to impress people.
It doesn't.
My real name. It's Chuck Awesome Face. It's embarrassing. So
Why is that embarrassing? It's a wonderful name.
No, it's nice
Awesome
of you to
Face.
say, but it's embarrassing.
Oh, Chuck is a great word.
Yeah, I'm just interested. What made you settle on Groat? What was your thought
Like
process?
it's respectable, you know?
It rhymes with Scroat.
Listen, I really appreciate you taking me into your confidence like this, and I feel like we've become friends.
So do I.
So I'd be really happy if you solved the murder because I didn't do it.
Did you try?
I mean, I guess in a capitalist system like this, arguably, if you trace the lines back, I'm probably responsible for many deaths, but none directly.
Okay. Not murderer. Gonna write that down.
You mentioned a fella called Derek.
Derek?
Oh, is it Derek? Or Derek?
Derek.
Derek.
Oh, that Derek.
Yes,
Derek.
He sounds nasty.
Oh, he's
I think
terrible.
that's right.
But he's inside.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll lock that one away. We'll lock
When
that
was
away.
the last murder here outside the walls?
I probably. Why didn't you go to that tavern over there? The
Oh, yeah, that's a really good idea.
The Rusty
Okay,
Cleaver. That looks like the kind of place where you might find some information.
All right, let's go to the Rusty Cleaver, everybody.
Kronk, do you want to come with us?
Yeah, I got a tab there, so drinks on me.
Oh, yes, great.
Before you go, since we're friends,
Yes.
I want you to take. I've got a couple of samples for you, just a couple of magical items.
Ooh.
Why don't you take this? This is a candle of the deep. This candle won't go out underwater.
Oh, I should
you
have
should
that.
have
I
that
should
one.
definitely. A candle that won't go out in the water.
Let's see. This is a pipe of smoke monsters.
Ooh.
Like a pipe? Or
Yeah.
a pipe?
It's a pipe, and when you blow smoke out, it can take the
Still
form
sounds
of
like
any
me,
monster.
doesn't it? I can take the form of any. Okay.
The smoke can, yes.
Okay. What was it called?
Pipe of smoke monsters.
Pipe of smoke monsters. Yeah, perfect. I'm writing this in the wrong section.
Okay, well, shall I give? I'm on a roll here.
Do you have two more? Yeah.
Sure. Here's a cloak of many fashions.
Oh. Do you want it, or can I take it?
You absolutely may.
Oh, thank you.
The cloak can take on any style or fashion.
Wow.
Pretty
Okay.
impressive.
Did someone say fashion show?
No, it's okay. It's all right. Maybe just something to take home to my kids.
Take the staff of flowers. It can your staff of flowers can has 10 charges. You can use it to cause a flower to sprout from a patch of earth or soil within 5 feet of you.
Oh.
Cute.
It's going to come
About
out.
20 years too late.
You make your way over to the Rusty Cleaver.
Oh, good.
As you get to the door, another little windowy thing, you hear the distinctive sound of a little slot thing zipping open. We don't want any strangers in here.
Oh, we're not strangers. We just made friends with each other.
All right, come in.
The best friends gang strikes again.
So you find yourself now inside the Rusty Cleaver. It's a fairly rustic kind of tavern. Wooden chairs, tables, and some fairly down on their luck type customers are drinking away their sorrows. You've been here quite a few times.
So tell us, who's the most in the know?
That'd probably be the bartender.
All right. Shall we go have a chat?
I think so.
Okay.
The bartender says, "You know what? If you, I have a sense that you're looking for the killer. Am I right?"
Yeah. That's exactly why we're here.
Yeah. The
I think you should go and talk to Ten Ring Tony over there.
Ten ring Tony.
Yeah. Ten Ring Tony.
Do I want to know about these 10 rings?
Oh, I do.
Ten Ring Tony is sitting at a table. He has a mug of beer in front of him, which he seems to be steering.
Like a coffee mug?
Yep. He's got a coffee mug of beer in front of him, and he seems to be staring intently at it.
Well,
But-
of course, it's beer in a mug.
But not picking it up.
You know, they say a watched beer never drinks itself. I open with that. Sort of break the ice.
Oh.
Yes, I know.
Can I just clarify, how did you get over to the table?
I got a mug that was on the bench, and I leaned and I poured myself a drink. I sloshed it on the ground, and I just super slided my way over, and then just stood up next to him, and then opened with what was really a killer line.
So I think he was right to be shocked and surprised. Oh, well, you're lucky. I almost engulfed you in flames just then.
What? Why would you do that?
So I'm Ten Ring Tony.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm a famous sorcerer.
I'd never heard of you. So, don't brag. I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. My name is Hank Fresh.
He looks like he's going to shake your hand, but then he doesn't. And
What a power play. Did he
as you look down, you realise that he is missing one arm.
All right,
I take back that joke.
And then he realises that he's not shaking your hand, and he reaches out his other hand, and you see that there's a ring on each of his fingers.
I can infer where that came from. The name.
Yeah. So, well, what can I help you with?
We're looking for some information.
Oh.
Yeah.
About a murder that occurred here.
George.
Yeah,
George.
That's what they call him. George.
Yeah, okay.
We heard it was George the Biter.
George the Biter. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Bit my arm clean off.
Oh,
No.
that's scandalous.
I know.
Yeah.
It was rude.
Oh, I must say I'm shocked and I'm appalled. Tell us the whole story.
Well, I thought I could I could bring the killer to justice and bring more glory to the name of Ten Ring Tony.
Yeah.
Additional glory to the glory that I already have.
Okay. Of course. Tony, I'm flip-flopping on you. I'm flip-flopping.
Feed it. We need it.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I heard George comes out at night in the slaughters.
Oh.
So I went out there, prowling through the alleyways.
Oh.
My wand of fireball at the ready.
Okay.
But then, a shadow loomed up.
just like in the wanted poster.
I was the one who dictated their picture. They said, what did he look like? And I said, I saw a big shadow. Next thing I knew, some pain. I woke up, my arm was gone.
What? But does he normally leave his victims maimed? Or does he normally bite them to death?
Well, he reaches on the table and he plonks a foot down on the table.
Oh.
This is what's left of Dazzlin' Dan.
Oh, my lordy lord. Do you think there was a reason why he targeted you?
Well, I guess I was such a threat.
Oh, being too awesome.
Okay, so is there any connection between yourself, George, and Dan?
What? I have compiled a list of all of the victims.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Right.
I'm not giving this away for free.
What do you want for?
And Creek cast a spell which is something about causing fear, where I can magically scare someone. That's what I do to him.
Okay, he is going to try and resist. He doesn't. Oh, is George here?
Baby, give us your information.
Oh, here's the list. Dazzling Dan, I said. Old Miss Pine, the tree wizard. Stumpy Sue, the magic potion seller. Willy Whipper, the warlock. Ed, the elf that people don't mind. And me, Tin Ring Tony.
He seems to only kill people whose names alliterate.
And maybe he's illiterate.
Oh, great. Okay. Is there any other information you can give us? Because we're trying to hunt him down and avenge you, Tony.
Oh, that would be, well, he comes out at night.
Yeah.
And he is real dangerous.
Okay.
And he killed all these people.
All right.
All these, like, I guess they're wizards and warlocks and magicians and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I say we drink until nightfall and then go on out there.
And have a bit of a squiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we put on like a late night magic show to entice him out?
Oh, that's so much better than my idea.
Yeah.
I recently learned how to make a flower grow out of a patch of dirt. So I think maybe I should headline.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there like a buskers pitch around here, or?
You can definitely find one, yes.
Okay, good.
So you're waiting until nightfall?
Yes.
We'll probably flyer before the show.
Yes.
Get a bit of interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
We make flyers out of the serviettes you can
Yes.
find in the bar.
Just write details on it. And hand
Okay,
them
you
out.
get no takers
Oh.
because no one wants to get killed.
Oh, we shouldn't have put that on the serviettes.
Come, risk your life.
And to see a magic show by people who are not magicians.
We were too honest in our marketing.
You all have magical powers.
But it's having magical powers and being magicians are different, Brendon.
I think
Very
that.
close.
You know I don't read my character sheet.
I think also, if I should be so bold, fashion show.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, what good magic show isn't also a fashion show?
Yes, so what we should definitely do is put on a magic show and a fashion show when nobody is coming.
Except for George the Biter.
He might, yeah, he
The
might.
murderer might come.
He might.
Okay.
That's
All
what
right.
we're doing.
So all of this planning takes you deep into the night.
Yes.
And then you leave. As the bartender is like putting bars across the door,
Like this?
closing the shutters, closing the little window thing. So you are locked outside now. Yeah.
Cockachooka. Click, click, click. Someone swallowed the key.
This is going to be a bastard to open up in the morning. You are now out on the narrow streets of the slaughter in the middle of the night. The rain still falling down around you. Cold wind blowing along the street.
Oh, we should have checked the weather. This is not ideal.
I go into an alleyway for a second and put on my cloak. I'm like, Kron, could you come in here, please?
It's Kurtz, but yeah.
Kurt, what do you think of my look? It's really out of my comfort zone.
What is it?
I'm wearing it's I would say purple high-waisted pants with a bell bottom, and then and just like shirtless, and a cape. It's really bold for me. I don't know if I can go out there.
I mean, do they call you Hank Fresh or do they call you Hank Stale? Because this is...
Yeah. You're right. It's true. I can't go out there looking like this. Thank you, buddy. Becoming a real pal and a real friend.
Well...
Oh, buddy. I didn't mean that. You know, you're more than a friend to me and my son.
My son's also my friend.
Kurtz, I hate to see you like this. Please, put on the cape. Maybe you could do with a fresh new look too.
I put it on and do the purple thing.
Yes, Kurtz.
How do you feel?
Like an old man dressed young.
Kurtz, show Creek. Show Irma.
Irma, Creek.
Oh, wow! That's a big choice.
He looks great. He needs compliments right now.
You look like you could be a good dad in that.
Yeah.
You look great.
Yes.
I'd like someone to make a perception roll.
Is that good for me?
Wait, yes,
Plus 2.
perception.
Oh, +2. That's good.
Okay,
Let you
you can all roll perception.
Okay.
Creek, you're going to roll at disadvantage because you are starting to fall asleep.
You know me so well, Brendon.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shivers. 2.
5.
12.
18.
So, Kurtz, I think this is your kind of dad senses activated because you're hearing kids misbehaving. You can hear from like a couple of around a couple of corners. Oh my God, we're so naughty! I can't believe we're out here at night.
Y'all hear that? I think I can hear some potential customers or rule breakers, but either way, we should check it out.
Yeah, sounds good. They sound really cool.
So you follow where the voice is, and you see there's like a little decorative fountain set up in a kind of little square, and there are some like teenagers who are kind of sitting on the edge of the fountain. They're passing a bottle between them, and they have like a harp set up, and there's like a magical hand like playing music on it.
Is the fountain like shooting water?
It is.
At the moment? Okay.
Does the hand have rings on it?
It does not.
Oh,
It does not.
Okay.
That's
Interesting
good,
question.
'cause that would be... Ooh.
Yeah.
What does the harp sound like?
It's kind of a contemporary.
Sing it.
You know what I want.
Well, it's like ding 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 ding, which is really good. It's really good. You're impressed with it.
Wow, it's
Great.
really good.
What are we going to do now, apart from just watch these teenagers?
Well, we could leave them there as bait for George's lions. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll go for them because they're young and vulnerable.
I don't know, Sandy. I think maybe we should go back. It's dangerous out here. I hear George. Don't be so stupid, Brad. We can stay out here. We're perfectly safe.
Okay, so I cast gaseous form and created a magical arrow that points right to the teenager.
We should be studying for our magic exams. We've got Magic University to get back to. So you're creating an arrow of gas.
Yeah. It's a gas arrow. It's visible. It's up high, so it's really visible. Like teens.
Kurtz, how old are your children?
Is it there?
No.
I just needed to
They're
make
not,
sure.
they're not at magic school yet.
Yes.
Oh, thank God, thank God.
They
Because you can't help but, feel something. I mean,
You're right.
Yeah.
And I'll step out into the out from the shadows where we've been watching. Be like, hey. You shouldn't be drinking.
oh my God, who's this loser? I mean, what are you wearing?
Oh my God.
No, I don't like it.
I'll change it into a sack.
I changed the gaseous form to be like a finger flipping the middle bird right at the teens.
I cast prestidigitation, which says I can clean or soil an object, and I make them all soil themselves. Thank you, Sultan. Yes, that's what happens, Brendon.
Sandy, I think we need to go. Yeah, I think maybe we do too. And the two of them start to shuffle backwards. At which point, a figure emerges out of the fountain.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
A towering figure wearing a top hat.
Terrifying.
Below the top hat, you see grey skin and rows upon rows of teeth.
Shark boy.
Shark boy. Or, the murderer. But it could be that.
I smell magic. And then he opens wide his jaws and begins the process of biting Brad in half.
Oh no.
Is
Does
there
he
anything
bite-
anyone would like to do?
I'll cast Sanctuary on Brad.
What does that do?
It just makes a little bubble that you have to that stops him getting bit.
That's cute.
I yell, smell this magic! And I cast Stinking Cloud on myself. Which creates a 20-foot stink all around me.
20
Yeah. And I say, smell this magic!
Okay. Okay. So George bites onto this bubble.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that?
Well, it's it's like a little sanctuary. It's like a little glowing light.
Oh,
He's
cool.
just safe. George
that's
can
nice.
George can roll to see if he can bite through it.
Okay. He
Don't
does.
tell him that.
He rolls a natural 20. Does that go?
Yep.
Oh, no.
It's just like all my worst dreams.
So rather than biting through, George just swallows Brad whole.
Oh.
And you hear a muffled voice, "Oh, why was no one here to protect me?" And George looks around at you.
Has he seen me yet? I haven't done anything. Has he seen me yet? It's dark out.
That's fair. So just hold on for a second. So he looks around, he sees Hank, he sees Kurtz, and he says, "Smells like trouble."
Yeah.
And also disgusting.
Yeah.
I think it's time to... You know what? In a moment, we're going to roll initiative.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, and before we find out what happens in your battle against George the Biter, we're going to take a break.
Ah!
So thank you very much. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and find out what happens. So big round of applause for all of our adventurers! Please welcome our adventurers! All right, welcome back, everyone. We paused at a dramatic moment in the adventure. Just before we start, I think we decide on an official name for this party of adventurers?
The Best Friends Gang.
The Best Friends Gang. So where we left off, the Best Friends Gang were trying to get inside the city of Bronzewall, but the gates are closed because there's a killer on the loose. You agreed to hunt down this killer by using some wayward teens as bait.
Use what you've got.
So one of those wayward teens was then swallowed by George, the shark man. And at that point, we are going to roll initiative.
Mwah. Oh no.
18.
15.
14.
7.
9.
Okay, well, to keep things simple, we're going to start here and we're just going to go around down the line and loop around.
Oh.
So, Irma, you hadn't been spotted
Yes.
by George at this point.
Yes. So what I do is, because he's just jumped out of the fountain and gone, oh, like that. So
Yes.
I'm going to jump into the fountain.
I didn't figure that out. He jumped out of the fountain. That's
What he
very
did.
clever of him.
It sure is, but not
Thank
as
you.
clever.
Good one.
Well,
Sorry, continue.
all right.
You just blew my mind.
Oh, thank you. So I jump into the fountain, and so I'm like swimming around, and I don't get distracted by how lovely that is. And then I kind of like swim up behind him, so he doesn't know that I'm coming. And then I sort of like I do like a little for a run up, a swim up, and I launch myself out of the water with my short sword in my hand, and then right behind him, what I'm going for is like a slice, like a stab in like sort of like the anus, and then rip right up. And because my theory is, if he swallowed the kid whole, if I can open him up, I might, like that story about the wolf that swallows the kids, and then the wolf's belly explodes, and the kids are fine.
And it's like in Jaws when they cut it open and they pull out all the license plates.
It's less like that, more like what I said. But I love that you're getting in on this analogy.
I'm invested.
Yeah. That's what I'm going
roll your attack.
Okay, all right. And so, because sneak attack, add 2d6 if you have advantage on enemy.
Okay, so actually, I want you to roll stealth first of all to see if you can successfully sneak up on him.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to roll this and then figure out what that means. Stealth down here. Oh, good. Okay. So, oh, shit. 2 plus 7 is 9. Fuck.
So this
sorry.
this is the first time you've been able to swim in a long time.
It's so great.
And it's just so wonderful that you just like start splashing around and like you're swimming on your back, like blowing like fountains of water up. It's wonderful. And then you realize what you've done. But by that point, he is looking down at you. I expected some solidarity.
What? Are you of the ocean too?
What do you think?
I look at him intensely to look for like. I don't know,
I mean, he's got the head of a shark.
Oh yeah, the rows of teeth though.
Although he does have arms and legs.
Okay.
Oh.
Is the head of the shark like this?
Where-
or is it like this?
Yeah. Yum, yum, yum.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like this.
Okay.
So he's looking down at you, kind of. He has to turn his head a little
Well,
bit
but,
so he
yeah,
can
'cause
see
his
out of
eyes
one eye.
are
Side
like
eye.
this.
The side
Like
eye.
this, right?
Yeah, his eyes are at the side of his head, so he has to
And he
turn.
can't blink.
Also, his depth perception will be rubbish if he's only looking at
Yeah,
me.
because he'd have to go like look with this eye, and then he'd be like, oh, I want to see with this one. He'd have to turn his whole head.
You can make your attack, but he is not surprised by it, so you won't get a sneak attack bonus.
Okay. So, maybe I just talk to him instead. Like,
Okay.
solidarity, yeah. You and me, friend. Like,
Aren't we both fishes out of water?
Yes, we are. It's hard, isn't it?
Is that right?
But do you know what I don't do? Bite people to death.
Well, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree.
What happened to you, George? What happened to you, really?
You know, 1 minute I was swimming the oceans,
Yes.
eating everything in my path.
Yes?
And then suddenly there was a flash of light,
Oh.
and I appeared here. And I thought, I'll eat everything in my path. If I eat enough magical stuff, maybe that magic will send me back home. You're magical.
Yes, I am. Look, this is gonna sound crazy. The same thing happened to me with the light and the transportation and the fish out of water thing. Totally get it. Totally get it. Still not biting people to death though. And, you know, look, maybe if I can find a way home, surely you can find a way home.
Now, the average, the combat round, each action takes 6 seconds. So we're going to have to move to Hank Fresh.
Damn it!
I'm gonna use my point of inspiration,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna say, this here is a bounty that needs to be taken in. And I get out my rope, and I lasso him and hog tie him.
Okay. I want you to roll your lasso attack.
Would that be like, charisma? I don't have it down. Lasso equals plus 5. Oh yeah! Doo-doo-doo! Woo!
So you spend your point of inspiration, which means
Yes.
you can roll another dice.
Oh, okay. Doo-doo-doo!
That didn't work last time.
Different tune.
I mean, bing, bing, bing.
Oh, it's the harp.
It's the harp. Bing, bing, bing. The 8.
So you can describe it, but it's
I thought it looked really cool.
yeah. You're too concerned with it looking cool, so it does. It rotates through the air just like how
Yeah.
you want it, and then just sails right past it, and it lassos the centerpiece of the fountain.
Oh. Embarrassing. And my stink cloud lasts for an hour, so. So I'm just standing in my own film.
I'm hungry for magic. I smell a lot of magic, and also
Like it's my stink. Get used to it.
George is not going to bite you.
Thank you.
Because,
I can see that in him.
but he's going to hold his nose and he's going to try and bite you. But I think that because he's got such a powerful sense of smell,
Yeah.
that he's going to be at disadvantage to bite you because of the stink cloud. but he's still going to bite you. He rolled a 19 and a 13. Okay, so he bites into your shoulder, doing 7 damage.
Oh no!
Oh, it's bad.
That's bad.
Hey,
Kurtz.
none of that here. We use our words, mate, all right? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 2.5.
You haven't said what you want him to do by 3.
That is a good point,
He
Irma.
just thinks you're counting.
So he's still got his teeth in Hank Fresh's shoulder, and he's just like looking at you. Like, yeah.
I'm going to look at my little shield with the picture of my kids and imagine what it's like to have a young man inside of him. And I'm going to,
Phrasing on this.
because he's eaten him, and I'm going to cast Command, and I'm going to issue a single word that he has to do unless he passes a save,
Okay.
and that word is regurgitate.
Okay. What's the DC?
The DC is 14.
He goes. And so he has to release his hold of you.
Oh, yes.
And then Brad just comes out. I want you to roll perception.
20.
So as his mouth is open and you see Brad slithering out, just covered in goo, you also see something glinting inside George's maw. 5 rings glinting.
Oh.
Creak.
Oh, dang it. Cool. Screw it. I cast Spider Climb, and I climb in.
I think there's a moment where you just you look at Sultan for a moment, and Sultan's tiny head nods at you. And yes, so
I love you, Sultan.
I think that this is going to be, I guess, an acrobatics check to climb
Okay.
inside, but I'll give you advantage because you're so sticky.
You know me so well, Brendon. That was a 7, plus
Okay,
1
roll
is
another.
8. That was a 13, so that's 14. 14.
Yes,
Yeah.
climbing up his sandpapery skin, you clamber inside his mouth, and yeah, inside you can see.
Oh, good. Yes. Nice.
Yeah, inside you can see obviously like the usual internal parts of a shark.
Hey, look. A license plate.
Okay, you were right.
Yes, you can see a license plate. You can see 10 Ring Tony's other arm still clutching its wand.
Oh. Cute.
I think we'll have to hold you there.
Oh.
Irma.
Oh, I get to go again. All right. Okay, I'm going to try and persuade him because we're on the level. Hey, friend. Now, look. I know what it's like to be hungry and to eat things. Fuck, I don't know where to go again. So look, you know how when we're in the ocean, right, and it's like, oh yeah, look, we can eat some things, and then there's some things we don't eat. On land, there are also some animals that for some reason we're okay with eating, and we draw lines in ways, and there are other animals we don't eat. It's quite messy, we don't always agree on it, but we do agree we don't eat people. And
Counterpoint. One just crawled inside my mouth.
okay. And
Maybe I'm doing them a favor.
I see that.
I want you to roll persuasion, but this is, he's very resistant to what you are saying.
Okay, all right. Okay, come on. Please tell me that it's not a 6, but it's a 6. No, is it a 6?
It's a 9.
Oh, fuck, great. I mean, sorry. Which brings me to a princely 13.
He will continue to not bite you. Hank.
As a free turn, can I call Buddy over?
Yes, as a bonus action.
Yeah, Buddy, my horse, come here. And I put my stuff up, and I'm like, oh, that was. Did you see that? I've got a question. If I attack George, am I also attacking Creek?
There's potential for damage.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm tough. In that case, I'm gonna...
please remember that I spent the entire train trip hitting myself.
In that case...
Actually, just pause. Could you make another Constitution saving?
Please do that, or could I? Because, I could.
Creek, make a Constitution saving.
13?
13. It's almost so cozy. You start to almost nod off, but then you keep and then just jerking your way. Sorry.
I go, ow! And then I just shoot lightning bolt at him. Right between the
Okay. Roll your attack, or is it? It looks like it's a saving throw from him.
Yeah, he has to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, thank you
Michael.
very much. I went too hard on my voice and it was too powerful for myself. Okay. Go. Hank.
Go, Hank.
19!
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, thank you very much.
Okay. Now,
You don't get to add anything even?
I add plus strength?
for lightning?
Yeah.
We don't know how
strong?
this works. Do you get to
Do I have lightning
Yes,
strong?
there are actually rules for these things.
Brendan, do I have lightning strong? Powerful lightning. +1, natural 20.
not a natural. I don't know that.
Yes, your rippling muscles are able to force the lightning faster.
Lightning strong!
But what is more crucial in this case is the fact that he is standing up to his knees in water.
Oh, I'm in the
Sorry, I realised, oh no, my dumbness has got me again.
Well, dumbness has got me again.
Okay, Irma and Creek.
Dang it. I hoped you'd forgotten about me.
I want you to, this might wake you up. You need to make dexterity saving throws to see if you can dodge the lightning.
Do I add dexterity?
Yes.
Okay.
Best friends take hit points together.
6.
7.
Oh no.
Thank you, Sultan.
Okay, so your lightning bolt shoots right between George's eyes.
Yeah.
Smoke starts to come out from under his top hat.
That's cool.
As he starts to vibrate. Ah! But also, there's the lightning courses through him. It spreads through the water and through both of you.
Yeah.
As you both take 9 lightning damage. And then, like, he
Feels
breathes
so
out
good.
like a puff of smoke.
I'm so sorry.
Still alive.
Yes.
Oh, it's his turn.
Oh, right.
No, I feel like I need to know what Creek's doing.
Just playing a little ditty.
Okay,
I've
so
upgraded from I would walk 500 miles to wagon wheel.
okay, so you've climbed inside his mouth,
Yes,
and
and
you,
I'm like chilling out on his really big tongue.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. And you're playing wagon wheel.
Playing wagon wheel on this.
What is your desired effect here?
Well, I'm going to grab that arm to give the arm back, but I have to get out.
Oh, it's tongues again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm like right at the, like I could almost make him gag. I'm right at the back. I'm like, there, that bit, right there. Playing wagon wheel.
All right. It's not how I imagined that this was going to play out.
Leave me alone. I'm inside of you. I don't think about somebody else.
Yeah. So he's like gnashing his teeth, trying to bite you, but
Can't do it.
you know, like when you've got something like stuck in your.
Yeah.
He's gonna bite you again, Hank. Again with disadvantage. Ooh. So he just snaps his teeth in front of you.
Oh,
But
phew.
he does have a second attack, and he's going to attack you, Kurtz. Was someone whispering something?
I think they sneezed.
Thank you, Sultan.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Oh.
All right. So he's going to chomp down on you for 6 damage.
Oh.
Ay caramba.
God. Words!
It's now your turn to act, Kurtz.
He's got me?
Yeah, he's biting onto your arm, like
Alright.
your shield arm, I guess.
Then I'm going to touch myself.
I'm not going to jump.
For the last time.
And I'll cast Purify Food and Drink.
Is this like just being really thoughtful?
I'm sort of hoping that all my impurities will come out.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you like a sauna, you're gonna like you're gonna sweat out all of your impurities into his mouth. Okay. Okay. Yes. Hey, what kind of impurities are you carrying around with you?
Guilt. Just not enough cardio.
Okay, well he rolled a 1 to resist. So he feels a wave of guilt.
Yes, that's what we want.
And I'll be like, listen to Irma.
Oh, that's nice.
Lift my kids in the ocean. My son, he had one flipper that wasn't quite right, and then he got caught by a fishing boat, and I probably should have gone and rescued him.
It's okay, but
Okay. at that moment, Creek, you told me, so you picked up Ten-Ring Tony's arm.
Yes.
And as you do, you see that it's still holding his wand of fireballs.
Oh, yes. Are you telling me to use that? Is that what you're telling me? Because who's to say?
You do you, Creek.
I suppose that's better than what my original idea was, but do you want to hear it? Yes. I was going to create a smoke monster that was a giant popsicle stick. And I was gonna go
Do it.
to like elicit the response.
Go
Like
for it.
when a doctor does that, you know, like you're like, oh, my throat's a little sore, and they're like, oh. Then I thought I'd just climb out again. But I mean, I guess I could do your thing.
I think that there's a compromise here. So
How about I do that? I put this and then yeah, that. I'm just gonna do that. I've said it now.
so
Thank you, Sultan.
you're making a smoke,
Monster, that is a giant popsicle stick.
a giant popsicle stick.
Like that. Yeah, I'm holding it. Like this.
You're holding the arm.
Yes.
Okay, so he opens.
But I smoked my pipe. I got the arm here. Like this. I'll show you. This and then I go, so he feels like it's him doing it.
And so he's like, I
Oh,
must
he's like,
say-
oh, that's right, that's what happened. And then I'm just like, and I climb right out. Easy as.
A flawless plan executed perfectly.
I love that. I'm holding a sword. Like I could have just cut myself out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go the ethical way.
Yeah, great. Okay, so you climb out, you splash into the fountain next to Brad, who is like floating in a kind of dazed state.
Oh, okay.
Irma.
Oh, good.
So
That
at the
was
moment, George is embracing Kurtz and sobbing.
All right, so I go over to him and I'm like, feels good, doesn't it? Let out your emotions.
And I changed from wagon wheel to Christina Aguilera's Beautiful.
Perfect choice. Absolutely perfect choice. And I'm just like, we're going to stop all this craziness, huh? You've had your fill. Let's go home.
I've eaten so many people, they're never gonna forgive that.
Well, back in the ocean, no one needs to know. You can start over again. Look, buddy, I'm with you. These land people suck.
Okay.
Oh, yay! The word is binding.
If you can get me back to the ocean, I'll give up my murderous ways.
How are we going to do that?
Deal.
He reaches out his fin hand,
And I reach out my hand.
and you shake. What do you want to do?
Well, why don't we take him back to the wall and say, hey, we found the murderer, we'll punish him. And then we can take you back to the ocean. But you must promise no more killing people.
Okay, so you bring him back to the. This fight has gone on all night.
Yes.
Now, as dawn rises, the light shining off the walls of Bronze Wall.
Mm-hmm.
window in the drawbridge opens.
Uh-huh.
The giraffe head comes out. Hey, what's going on here? Who's this shark guy?
This is George. He's misunderstood and he's currently in counselling. We feel strongly that the path to rehabilitation is well on the way, and we're really happy about it. So
I'm willing to make amends for what I did. I'm really sorry, everyone.
You hear that? That's a strong man.
I kind of feel like we need to kill him.
Captain Ossicone, if people knew everything you'd ever done in your life, do you think they would want to kill you too?
Sure, slap him.
good one, Kurtz.
then creak.
Yes?
Okay, if I can see him leave and he doesn't come back, I'll open the gate.
We need your leader to send us home, then he can leave.
What?
Lord Everblessed?
Yes.
Well, I can't kind of make that kind of promise.
All we're asking is for a murderer to be taken to your king.
Look, I'll go back to the ocean. When you sort out this whole transport thing, give me a call and I'll come back.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Oh yeah, if everyone's down with it, I'm down.
How do we get in contact with you?
Here's a trained squid.
Oh,
It's a messenger squid.
yeah.
It's got its own ink.
It's very, very normal. Yes, good, yes.
That's how we do things in the ocean.
Yes, normal, yes, good. Yes.
As you see, so George wanders off into the distance. You hear the sound of the drawbridge lowering.
Wow.
You can finally enter Bronze Wall.
Yay!
And that's the end of our adventure tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on this very special adventure. A big round of applause for Andrew Kepple, our illustrator. Will and Michael. Is there anything that anyone would like to plug?
Hell yeah.
Kathleen and Emma, you're doing a show tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yep. We're doing a show here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. It's the first of it, and it's called Perfect Storm. And it is 3 incredibly experienced improvisers just going for it. So it's going to be a great time.
That sounded sexy.
Let them think. Sell the tickets.
Maybe it will be.
So it's Kathleen, Emma, and Dan Bain, aka Brother Skinner from the previous season of D&C.
That's right.
Ryan,
Yes, hello.
you. This is like a crossover episode because you have your own D&D podcast, right?
Yes, I do. I'll use my inspiration to talk about it well. It's called Saturday Nights, night with a K, and that's just because we play on Saturday nights.
Is it not because of your name?
And my name is Ryan Knighton. It's a real perfect storm. We're at Sat Nights NZ on all of the socials. You can find it on Spotify, or if you actually really want to find it, come find me after the show, and I'll put it in your phone.
Awesome, thank you. It was a critical hit. Well done. My old show, No Degree, is coming back for a special episode on the 1st of July here. So if you want to see some nerds talking about nerdy stuff, come along to that.
And lest we forget, Brendon and I are in a show this Saturday called Cozy Comedy here at Little Andromeda, which is comedy where don't heckle me.
Yeah.
I won't heckle you either.
Yeah, well, the comedians aren't allowed to make fun of the audience, and the audience isn't allowed to make fun of the comedians. All right, I think that's all of our plugs.
I got one more.
Oh,
Oh, good.
I've been watching Mayor of Easttown, and I strong recommend from you. It's really good, everyone. Check it out.
forget everything else we said. All right, thank you so much for coming along, everyone. A big round of applause for Kathleen Firth, Ryan Knighton, Cusdin,